We're back with some Luck Be A Landlord. You know, we've had a lot of fun breaking the game lately, and I appreciate that people who, you know, they've been watching Luck Be A Landlord, they enjoy the game-breaking stuff, but it would be nice to also, you know, just play a little bit more of like a casual run. We already solved the game. Let's explore a little bit more of the space that if you, like, don't just rush a sun build, let's explore that space, man. So I'm starting here, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Give me a dwarf. Dwarf plus alcohol. That's the way you run this. Dwarf, alcohol, crab, snail, egg. Crab, snail, egg. Give me crab, please. Bear, snail, banana. Give me a banana. And we can take a thief to remove a banana peel later. Dude, they really want me to take snails, huh? Like, this is getting out of control. Pay 25, that's no problem. Now that we can remove stuff from the inventory, like, this is not nearly as bad. Thief is fantastic for us. And then, you know, so lockpick is an incredible get. Like, lockpick is amazing. Lucky cat early, though, is also, like, lucky cat is kind of fun. I'm just gonna take lucky cat, and then we'll get more rares, and maybe we can build our deck out a little bit more easily that way. I'll take an early 5-sided. You'll love to see it. I'll take another cat for the lucky cat synergy. I think cat build gives us long-term good prospects. That's how I'm thinking about that. We took a crab, right? Let's take another crab early on. The rolls are out of control. We need something to eat the banana so that the banana peel can kill the thief. Although the thief is going to get stronger over time anyway, as long as we're still making rent. B, thief, hex of tedium. I think we want nothing here, unfortunately. Tax evasion ruins thief, but otherwise is not so bad. I think we could take purple pepper and then hope that we get some trip synergies in the future, but for now it's not that big of a deal. I don't mind a bronze arrow, quite frankly, but you know what? A bronze arrow, more than anything else, just slows the run down. Coal, hex of emptiness, turtle. We wouldn't take anything, so let's take coal here. Love to see those rolls. It's getting a little spicy here. Reroll capsule is fine, but I think we know we want to go cat right now. And we did just get the purple pepper payout, which is beautiful. We can do another crab as well. I thought we actually lost it there. So a bounty hunter could destroy a thief, but I don't want to do it yet. Because I think that this thief is doing great work, and we'll get something to destroy that banana at some point anyway. Okay. Now we have removal and reroll. Definitely we don't need removal here. Or reroll, we'll just take an item capsule. Cats give 2 times more money. Gives 3 whenever you gain a multiple of 13 after a spin. I mean, cats give 2 times more money is pretty solid with this lucky cat build. We got a little minor synergy there. We also got fish tank, very important to remember. So we can put fish into our inventory. 150 doing 5 spins. I'm gonna use a reroll. I think we should use rerolls early. Unfortunately, I don't like what we got there. And I'm not gonna use removal yet, because the board is not full, so we're not sweating anything. Still don't like these, unfortunately. Love it. The dice is carrying. Really, all we need is, like, if the safe could pay out, I'd be very happy. I think we go more crabs. The crabs are... Oh, lucky capsule is so good, though. But the crabs are doing great work for us. $150 doing 1 spin. I think the only way we make this is if we get the key in the safe. That hurts. I honestly, like, I don't feel like we made too many terrible decisions on that one. I think, literally the safe never getting hit by the key was kind of a negative. Although, admittedly, we could have taken lockpick to kind of minimize the problem, but whatever. We'll take banana peel, and then we know that a thief is an easy take as well. We also never got alcohol to go with dwarf, man. Like, that's crazy. I think urn is pretty okay. I got no problems with urn. Cat, dog, or. Let's go dog. Maybe we'll get a Quigley the Wolf at some point. You can destroy the thief with the removal token. The thing is, though, do you want to? We didn't take the rabbit, huh? Because then you don't get the actual payout out of it. Kind of feel like we should go rabbit builds. Like, this helps because we have one cat. I kind of feel like we're definitely early enough. We could try to get a little rabbit build going here, even though we have nothing working for it yet. Papa! Papa! Yeah, Papa. Okay, you know what? An archaeologist, thanks to our rare capsule. Ooh! Destroys adjacent ores, including pearls and shiny pebbles. Permanently gives one for each symbol destroyed. It's not even close. You take this, and you get this archaeologist fed. We'll take a coal. He doesn't destroy diamonds. Yeah. Beautiful. Archaeologist, pearl, oyster, shiny pebble, etc., etc. I definitely think we can take a rabbit fluff. It pays out for 2, and... oh, it pays out for 3. We took a dwarf again, so we might as well take a beer. And now, you should do a run where you have to take something every spin. That would actually... I would go wine on this one. That would be a fun way to play, actually. Because I think, like, I'm kind of at the point, like, with Luck Be A Landlord, that some meme runs would be fun. Like, anything to add in a little artificial constraint, some novelty or something like that. Let's go with tax evasion. I think there's better upside than white pepper. So Golem gets destroyed by Archaeologist, I think. Let me think about this. It destroys itself after 5 and adds 5 ore. This is really good for Archaeologist, I think. I see no reason to take there. We got really no problems right now. You know what? We actually could use a pretty big payout. Why don't you give me a big earn for now? I'm trying to see. Like, this rent is no problem, but future rents may be an issue. Rabbits pay out double. Like, it's not an incredible get, but there we... okay, the archaeologist is gonna carry us for a bit here. As a result of that. That was huge. How's the baby doing today? She's doing very well. Thank you for asking. Empties give 1. Yeah, I think we can make empties give 1 for now. It's not gonna last long term, but... Archaeologist pays out for 9 already, which is kind of, like, disgusting. Item capsule is incredible. He's eating great. Like, look at this. He's paying out for 11 now. Definitely we can take some more pearls. Well, the archaeologist... let's reroll. The archaeologist himself will basically carry our run for now. So we'll just keep trying to feed him for the time being. And now I'm already looking forward to like endless mode. You don't destroy martinis, huh? I'll take one. Because we have removal as a mechanic now, I actually think we can definitely take the opportunity to add some more stuff to the deck that's a little zanier instead of, you know, realizing that we're going to be stuck with whatever we have forever. So the question is, do we want X-ray machine? I don't think we want only rare ores. I think we want common ores as much as possible. So why don't you give me... I'll take an early pool ball. It doesn't matter like a whole bunch, but... yeah, I agree. I think it's anti-synergy. Speaking of which... I definitely, by the way, think you should take... save your rerolls to use on rares and on commons, but... whatever. It is what it is, you know? No big deal. Pool ball meta. Everyone loves pool ball meta. So we got 1, 2, 3. We have 3 animals for the time being. I definitely think you can fit a Beastmaster in here. Keep in mind, we're not going for $1 trillion. Like, I'm pretty sure the only way you can hit $1 trillion is by doing or even $1 billion, or possibly even $1 million, is by doing a sun build. So we're just trying to... we'll get to 777, and then we'll try to make the rest work, you know? So dog works with Beastmaster, but beer dwarf is like, you know, good eats and free removal. Pay 225, that's no problem. He eats sapphires, so why don't you go ahead. Lucky Cat gives us more rare. Excuse me, you get 2 gold whenever you skip. That's like not, I think it's a little late for that to be valuable, but this is the first time I think I've ever seen the pink pepper. That's useful for me. I skip quite often, but, you know, probably not useful once your rent is now 300, but yeah, we'll definitely take Lucky Cat just for any rares. I don't think Wildcard's gonna be incredible. So here's what I'm thinking. Like, we don't really have, like, one super huge payout right now. The best we could probably hope for is that it doubles the diamond, which is not that incredible. What I would be thinking instead is, what if we used our reroll to reroll this into what I hope would become a rare afterwards? Is this... No, you're right. It could hit Archaeologist and double Archaeologist. Okay, you know, I'll listen to reason. Oyster is very good. It's like endless pearls for our archaeologist to keep going. No reason not to take Wealthy Capsule. No reason not to take Removal Capsule. Look at that, dude! Already instantly paid out with the... And we got removal out of it as well? That's weird. I'm happy, but it's weird. He's eating good, man! Incredible. We'll definitely add big ore. We have to find a way to destroy it, but... Oh, he just destroys it. Yeah, okay. Got rid of the beer. You love to see it. We could probably, once we pay this next rent, we could start to think about some removal. This is a very good-looking run right here, though. Hooligan destroys urns, and we do have some urns just chilling in our deck, so I think we'd probably start there. And then... Wolves give 1 more in our common. Dogs transform into wolves. It's good for Beastmaster. I don't think any of these are truly incredible, but we'll take Quickly the Wolf for now, and let's talk about removal. We only have 25 symbols. We don't remove yet. We don't remove yet. We just chill. Yo, did you see he transformed? Urn with Hooligan is interesting to me. We got 3 good like payout engines right now. Archaeologist is incredible. Hooligan plus Urn is good, and then Beastmaster with more dogs. This is an easy skip in my world. Yeah, I don't think we can lose on this one. We did take the rabbit item, but I still don't... I don't think rabbits are what we're looking for anymore. Honestly, I think they've overstayed their welcome. NL, do you think you'll ever do Alt F4 speedruns? I gotta be honest, having defeated Alt F4, there are some games you defeat and then you think, I'm never going back to this, I'm glad it's over, like Dark Souls 2. And then there are some games where after you defeat them, you think to yourself, I can't wait to get back into that. And I gotta find a way to... I gotta find a suitable way to get Alt F4 back on the docket. Not immediately, but at some point. Will you defeat getting over it? Excuse me, Macros. I would expect an 80-month subscriber to know that I have already defeated getting over it last February. So Diver, I don't think we want. If we're going to do another game like that, we're going to do Jump King for sure, I think. Diver, not good. I agree. Sapphire, it's okay, but we got rerolls. We have tax evasion, right? So this would actually give -3. But I still don't think it's worth it. I think we would rather go with a reroll. I think Big Ore is well worth taking. And then I don't really want 7 dwarves, but I will take Cats Give 2 more. And let's start getting some heavy removal going on here. We have no need for cherry. Goodbye. We have no need for flower. I've decided we no longer have a need for banana peel. No need for coin. I know we got some empties here, but that's okay. Everything else, you know, it kind of has a purpose. Even Rabbit Fluff has a purpose right now. Martini is just you know, it pays out nicely. I think this is fine. Golem is just incredible for us. I do think, and this is, this is what you love to see right there. This is prompted by chat. Do you think you'll play Outriders? I actually think I would. Yeah, I think if I can get a squad going for that, I would at least give it a try for sure. It's not a game that is like traditionally up my alley necessarily, but it looks like kind of a cool game. I'd at least give it a shot. And like the other thing, like beyond that, is you know, it's kind of you know, beggars can't be choosers kind of part of the year. There's not a whole lot of huge games coming out on the regular, so anytime I get the I'm not gonna say no to some new stuff that looks interesting. Let's put it that way. Well, at least I'll be giving more things a try than you might otherwise see traditionally. We got a lot of empties here, but we do have lemon as well, and also those empties just immediately got filled up. So okay, we're gonna make our final rent, no problem. Big ore is just like a gimme. Honestly, I think fish tank is like your best long-term option there. At this point, it's more of a question of like not adding. Here's the thing: we got 3 synergies that like pay out. We gotta figure out the way that we're gonna do this. The best scaling is via the archaeologist and the beastmaster. So we may want to stop adding urns at some point and then remove the hooligan. I think that's the way we try to stretch this run into as long as possible. You're not wrong. It's a one run no matter what. But I'm like, you know, let's see how far we can send this one. Let's see how far we can send it, you know? Especially because we know it won't go for infinity. We have the luxury of trying to make it work. I'm also, like, I'm stoked. I feel like this is honestly, like, the best I've ever played in Be A Landlord, even though it's still early on here. I feel like I'm actually understanding the mechanics and not just getting, like, decision paralysis. Which is new for me. I'm more focused. I feel good. I feel switched on. Making good decisions, reasoning things, not just clicking on things randomly, willy-nilly. Dude, I gotta be honest, we might be able to pivot into a cool moon build here. So I think you have to take moon, and then moon will make wolves in particular worth more. We do have a rabbit, but and there is a little rabbit synergy, but it's more about moon. And then we want a moon to be touching wolves that are also touching beastmasters. I think that's the play. Gems being worth more seems nice. Gives 1, removes all coin before each spin, gives 3 whenever coins are removed. Okay, so if you add a coin, so it's a pool ball, but it also gives you a little extra. It gives you 3 coins every time you add a coin to your deck. But I think Rag is better for now. But this is interesting. Yeah, with something like King Midas. They made some very good, let's see how this wolf pops up. And then also the wild card. Not bad, not bad. They've made some really good tweaks with the most recent update for sure. They made some of the things that, to my, you know, Luddite brain didn't seem to have any kind of possible use case, now seem to actually have a use case, which is interesting. And advisable, I think, for sure. Don't want it. Just keep skipping for now. We'll do some removal as well. And this archaeologist is doing incredible. Big ore, also incredible. I mean, he's going freaking loco. So what are we looking for? I mean, the wild card shows up next to the archaeologist every time. I owe chat for that one. That was a very wise decision. Why do pearls give removal? Trust me when I say that I am not complaining, but is that just part of their text now? We could get a fishbowl, but I think I'd rather get. Oh, that was the capsule. Okay, my mistake. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't want you to create rare ores. So why don't you just give me a goldfish and then put it in the fishbowl? I think we got to think about scaling now. Because, like, rent for the time being is no problem. That's for sure. You definitely just take Dame, and now you actually do have a rare gem payoff. Frozen pizza. Oh, no, you need clear skies. Without a doubt, but you add an extra symbol after every 2 spins. That's interesting. I've never seen it before. And much like a frozen pizza, I mean, this is very good programmer art. I mean, come on. 5 pepperonis? Anytime you get a pepperoni frozen pizza, you're like, geez Louise. You know, you couldn't have put a few extra pepperonis on that thing? You got to cut it into 4 pieces. You get 0.66 pepperoni per slice, man. Sorry, anyway. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They have a little pizza, and then they got the cellophane window, and when you look through the window, you're like, holy crap, that thing's freaking loaded with pepperoni. And then when you open it up, the whole rest of the pizza, the other 320 degrees, are just cheese. It's got 40 degrees of pepperoni just to sell, and then the rest of it is... And it's all... Yeah, the crust is like... It's like 2 inches in thickness. I don't want that. Yeah, sorry, anyway. Clear sky. Clear sky is definitely what we want. So moons and suns for that matter, but moons are adjacent to everything. This is skippable. This is skippable. It's gonna start to take a little bit longer here. I do like the crust. All I'm saying is like, I don't think we need another oyster. I don't mind a tall crust or a thin crust. You know, I get that those are 2 different things. But I'm not a huge fan of like a wide crust, where the crust is like this thick, and then the interior pizza is only like, you know, like that. That's what I'm trying to rally against here. I do prefer a thin crust pizza, though. No doubt about that. It's another skip, I think. I'm telling you, Wildcard and Archaeologist, like, I think they're dating. I think they're in love. Shiny Pebble gets destroyed by Archaeologist, ergo we take. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think you're absolutely right. The time has come. Let's get some removal going here. We no longer need a hooligan because we're not going to take any more urns. We do have double cat build and I think lucky cat, but we no longer need a cat. Even though it works with Beastmaster, we'd rather have more dogs. Rent is not, you know, an issue for us. We're going to get rid of rabbit fluff just because, well, it's not an animal. Is really the meat and potatoes of it. We could always add more rabbits in the future because they work with Clear Sky's moon as well, and we'll cut dwarf. We're gonna keep Shiny Pebble just because it does get eaten by the Archaeologist. Case in point, and you know the Dame just did some incredible work there. What the heck is going on? My God. Just broke like 10 things. I forgot we had quickly. Dogs are this. Moons equal sun. Dogs equal flowers. Yeah. We want it more than anything else. The best rare we could get is moon. The best common we could get is wolf or dog. Both of which are at the common level now, thanks to Quickly the Wolf. This run actually has the potential to go... Like, I know I said we were not back on our BS, but I think we might be back on our BS. Like, this run is scaling up quite nicely already. Okay, and let's think about this now. We don't really need Witch on this one, so this is a good reroll opportunity. The Martini works with the Dame, but it only gives 35 gold. Which is not that spectacular when we're already easily making rent. So I would think we probably reroll this as well. So a second Beastmaster actually is like very interesting to me. Because it does... You could have it double a doubling. 2 doubles is not that spectacular. But it's also not bad. I don't think that's bad. And we could always cut one more later. Like, for now, I think this is fine, and we might as well take a lockpick. We're not going to use it, I think. Like, at this point, I don't see us taking, you know, things that give us a short-term burst of coin when we're already making rent so easily. I think we'd rather preserve the integrity of the board as much as we can, but this one has the potential to go pretty deep, I think. This one has the potential to go pretty deep. We're starting to tease those systems out yet again. Yeah, Beastmaster. Taming that savage oyster. Nothing. Give me nothing here. What's better, a lemon or a lime? Believe it or not, we've talked about this extensively. I am of the opinion that a lime has better flavor. The counterpoint to that is, I think, culinarily speaking, the lemon has more utility. You know, lime juice and zest used in desserts, Thai food, Mexican food, etc., etc. And I love it. But the lemon, I mean, also used in all of those cuisines, also used, you know, in Italian food and like seafood dishes across multiple culinary disciplines and so on and so forth. So in a culinary sense, I am I'm a lemon guy, but I do love the flavor of a lime for sure. This is a really good run so far. I have no reason not to add a hustling here. I do think that lemonade is better than limeade, for sure, yeah. But I also think that green things taste better than yellow things. So it's complicated. I haven't really teased apart the exact way that I feel about it yet. Okay. So we have sent our landlord to the guillotine. We will continue playing in endless mode. And we've got a very, very stable thing going on here. A second archaeologist, I think, is actually... I think it's a detriment. I think it's anti-synergy. So we are going to reroll. Miss Fruit, don't need him. Farmer, don't need him. 3 Beastmasters now. I think we're getting too much. While we're here, we got a lot of rerolls. Let's go again. We'll take another moon. That's a gimme. And then... none of these are relevant for us, so let's just take something that pulls it out of our rotation. And removals, we got plenty of empties. None necessary. Beautiful stuff. Okay. I mean, I told you. I didn't think I was back on my BS. It turns out we are back on our BS again. Yo, TDA Nightshade, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. With devs BTFO, and by BTFO, I mean, you know, they're doing a great job, and, you know, actually this is working as intended. I actually thought about doing, like, I had an idea for a tier list, but I don't know if it's actually actionable. And that would be ranking every item on a generic menu. You know? So, like, you'd look at the entrees, and you'd be like, okay, where are we gonna put the chicken entree? How do I feel about a chicken entree? I've said it many times before. A chicken breast that is not breaded, I no longer want it. If you can add a sauce to it and it makes it better, don't get me wrong, but like a baked or a fried chicken breast with no breading, I have no interest in it anymore. I've grown out of it. I respect myself too much to eat it. Salmon? I can get down with salmon, but it's kind of like, you know, I like seafood, but not the fishy kind of seafood. Like, I'm not anti-salmon, you know, but it wouldn't be something that I would look to on a list and be like, oh, this I've gotta have. And also the salmon's like always the same every time. Sucks that diamond is not what we want here. Although no, wait, diamond makes Dame payout better. It's not bad, but it's also not, it's not scalable. So I'm like, you know what? You know, I think we take it. I think you're right, because we have cleaning rag. You're absolutely right. Diamonds make other diamonds better too? Oh, that I did not think of. I'm gonna try to reroll this in the hopes that we get another rare. Okay, so it really don't work like that. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, menus. Yeah, menus. I'm like, I don't know. I usually... I go for the... I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm so out there culinarily, like, oh, I'm, you know, I'm a freaking food freak. But I usually... I oftentimes, when they give you the daily special, when you sit down, I oftentimes take the daily special. Because I'm like, you know, I could come back here anytime and get the rotisserie chicken or whatever. But that, like, oh, you know, a sous vide pork belly with some, like, you know, fried taro or something like that. I'm like, dude, I didn't even know. I thought I knew what I wanted when I came in, and it turns out I had no frickin' idea. Okay. I think this is a reroll. These are... I don't think... honestly, I think Dame is heavily overrated by chat, but I think all we do is look for moons. I think moon is the only way forward for us. We can take treasure chest. I mean, Ricky the banana. Incredible. This should not have the same scaling power as a sunflower build, but... It's still doing really well. In fact, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, the rent scales so slowly that I actually think we're gonna probably end up going for, like, as long as we want. I think that essentially we're making 50% of our rent, like, every spin. I think that this is yet another run where you basically just, you know, you decide when it's over, but I could be wrong. I mean, at some point we may, yeah, I think that's one thing I would say that I agree with for sure, is that in Endless, the rent should scale, you know, more rapidly. I'm not comfortable using the word exponential just because everybody that's taken 9th grade mathematics gets very anal about it. It's like the use of the word literally. But it should scale faster for sure, I think. So we might actually just cut this run after this. Like, I think we've proven what we're capable of. Let's try to make something a little bit more, you know, a little bit more novel. You know, this one essentially. I think you could come up with a mathematical proof for this one that basically says, like, this is as high as it. You know, this one could go as far as you want it to go. I mean, this is and it's consistent too, which is cool. Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I enjoy like the runs where you take it like super far, and I also enjoy like you know, the runs where you get like extreme, like you just break the game wide open. But that's basically like all we've been doing lately. Is stuff like that. I'm like, I'd rather get a little bit, you know, I'd rather have it go a little harder. Yeah, let's do a middle class run. Like, once we pay this rent, I think we'll call it. I'm gonna put a slash marker on that. That was a good one though. Slash marker. Logical end to luck, be a landlord 1.